So today we're in Ledsham Garden Village, which is near Ellesmere Port, and we're looking at the Stratford, which is a 4-bedroom detached home.
Rendered
This one's
rather than
rendered.
brick this time?
Yeah, this one's rendered, and it's also eco.
It's Eco Electric, yeah. But it does look nice with that render. I like the bay window at the front and the tiles over the top. It's like really nice contrast.
We've commented before on the heritage style leaded windows. It sets off the windows with the render, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks really nice.
And you've got a little porch, so you're not going to get wet.
Yeah, and with this as well, just before we go inside, there's an electric point there, but there's also a electric vehicle charging point, a pod point on the outside, which comes included with this one.
As standard, yeah.
Because it's Eco Electric.
Let's go.
Here we go.
I even knocked on. Right, so just to point out before we come in, this is the typical heritage style. So we've got our sage grey style front door, which is like your rock door. It's lovely. You haven't got any lead in this one, but you've still got a pane of glass in the door, which is letting some light in, and you can also see out, which is handy when you get a parcel. Got your modern alarm point on the wall here. So that'll let you know. You heard the chime before, that'll let you know when anyone's coming in and out. If you did want to put a table or a lamp or anything in here, you've got some sockets here. So these are all in brushed chrome, which you can opt for. You can also get different styles. So just to let you know, you've got the point there, which is helpful.
What do you think of the wallpaper? Textured?
So these textured wallpapers are getting more and more carpet-like.
I know. So. I was thinking like a bit of a rug, but it's a nice one.
It is nice. It makes it feel warmer, but it doesn't need to feel warmer. Why doesn't it need to feel warmer?
Well, we've got underfloor heating, haven't we? There's no radiators. Yeah. It's quite a long, thin hall, really, on this one.
But you don't need the radiator, so you're maximising your space.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, I mean, we're going to do a video on the difference between Eco Now and Eco Electric. But Eco Electric it comes with underfloor heating throughout. It's delivered via a heat pump, but no need for radiators. It's like a giant radiator under the floor, and it's really nice and cosy and warm. And it doesn't need to be. You don't need the thermostat on too high. They're usually set, to about 18.
Which feels really warm for 18, doesn't it?
Well, we've got our jackets on because we've just come from the freezing cold, and to be fair, it is a bit too warm now.
It does feel quite warm in here. So it's nice, so you're getting more use of space because you don't need the radiators on the wall, and you can set it to a lower temperature and it feels warmer. So in here, at the front of the house, you've got your downstairs toilet. It's a big space, to be fair. Again, you probably have your radiator somewhere here. You don't need that, so you could even put like storage or something if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm just thinking then where you're going to put the towel. They've just put a little
towel's
towel
there behind
there.
you, but you could put a rail, you could put a cabinet. There's quite a lot of space in here to do more with than just put your sink in your toilet.
Yeah.
So that's nice little feature. You've got your stairs to the left, sort of midway in the hall, but they do sweep round. So I like the spiral staircase effect. I think that's nice. Yeah. Here is just a storage cupboard next to your thermostat. So again, shoes, coats, anything Hoover, anything that you want to just bob in there.
Yep.
And then if we go right, that takes us into the main living room. So again, you'll notice that there's either sofas or furniture on every wall. So you can only do this really because you've not got the radiators. So even the windows seem quite low. They're bigger because there's no need for a radiator here. You've got a huge cabinet here under your TV point. Because again, you don't need any space for radiators, and you can push your sofas right back. So you're maximising the use of this space. It's a nice sort of rectangular room anyway, with the addition of the bay window.
Yeah, it's lovely and warm. It's not a small room.
No, it's got a lot of furniture in here.
It does, and it's nice and cosy. And again, I like these circular sort of footstool table combos.
Like a table and footstool combined, so you've got extra seating for when. I mean, I'd like to say my kids would sit on here, but I'd sit on here and they sit on the sofa.
Well, there's plenty of sofas, to be fair.
Yeah, and I like the way, again, the curtains are fitted into the bay window. Now, I think they saw me coming because they've locked them, and I can't.
They know you mess.
Somebody did ask me, one of our videos, it works, to pull them to show what it looks like across, and I've not been able to because they've been locked. But this one isn't locked, so I'm going to do it. And that's what it looks like. So you're not losing any space when you've closed your curtains because the track goes right into the bay window. So that's something to bear in mind.
It does make it nice and cosy because it goes right in. You're not losing any space, but it does make it nice and cosy of an evening.
Yeah, and they're nice and thick, these curtains as well. I know you don't get your curtains with a new home, but styling wise, it's something to bear in mind. And
there's another thermostat on the wall there. There's plenty of thermostats, and again, there's 2 zones. So the downstairs zone is underfloor heating. Upstairs, it's traditional radiators, all fueled by the heat pump.
Yeah.
What do you think of the styling on this one?
I think it's a bit of a mix, isn't it? So it's kind of modern with a little bit of traditional thrown in.
Yeah.
So like this cabinet here looks a bit like antique style to me, but then it's mixed with like your more modern.
Yeah, I quite like that chair.
Chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably impossible to clean, but looks stunning for the first few weeks until you get. I like the fact that there's a lot of thermostats as well, because there's nothing worse. You end up shouting someone, don't you? Can you just turn it down a few degrees so I can literally just do that straight away? I don't want to turn it up actually.
No, don't turn it that high.
I'm trying to turn it back down. What are we on?
18 it needs to be.
18. Right, we're back to 18 now. Right, so let's have a look at the kitchen. This is nice.
Yeah, I like this kitchen.
The first thing I've seen in here is the doors. So how much light is that letting in?
Yeah, and they've got them windows at the side.
Yeah.
So you don't need to open the doors to let a bit of air in, and you burn some toast and the fan's not dealing with it. Just open one of them windows, you don't need the full door open.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's I like the way this is styled. I really like this kitchen. I think, and again, it's standard when the designers, the interior designers work on these houses. They keep the same theme through, so that matches the chair in the lounge.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like the boucle. I think it's called boucle effect.
It just looks really classy, this kitchen.
Yeah, all the colours are light as well. So you've got a grain in your worktop this time. So in previous houses, this is like a wood effect, I think.
Yeah, it's probably a laminate, but
it's a laminate.
It does feel quality, whereas the others have been like stone quartz, haven't they?
Quartz, yeah. So, but it's still a light colour, and we've still got the push sockets. So if you want to charge your phone or plug something in, and that you can hide that away. So in here we've got, I think this is like a larder unit.
Yeah.
But it's a double unit. So I did notice over there was a fridge freezer, I think, at the end. So I have thought this before, but if you wanted more fridge space than this, you could potentially put a double fridge freezer over in that area and have this as a single cupboard. Yeah. I suppose it depends what you use more. So I would use the fridge space, but some people have lots of larder stuff.
I think the thing is, because it's a nice big L, it's a big open plan space with a centre island, you've got so many different options when you're choosing your kitchen. You could literally do it however you want, but I think this is really well thought out. You've got the oven and the grill there and the hob and cooking area that side, and then you've got this bit here where kids can be doing the homework while you're cooking, or you could have, if you had someone around for coffee, nice to just sit on the breakfast bar while you're cooking and chatting to them. And then you've got this two-tone effect, so you've got the grain effect on that cupboard there and on the centre island and around there, and then there's this. Is it gloss? Is it gloss?
No, it's matte.
It's matte, but it looks glossy. The thing is with gloss, you get fingerprints on it, don't you? But it's kind of got a gloss effect, but without the downside, I suppose. Looks really nice.
I really like this two-tone effect.
Yeah.
Because if you have just one of these, either of them, so just this one could potentially look a bit boring, just on its own, and just this one could potentially be a bit too much on its own. Yeah. So I think they've got the right balance.
Agreed.
And they've mixed it up.
I really like it. It's one of my favourites in terms of the styling.
We've got a few sneaky cupboards around here as well. So not only do you have your breakfast bar, so you don't have to mess your table up, but I don't know if you can get in there. There's loads of cupboard space in there. Yeah. So that's a nice use of the island space. There's nothing worse than putting an island in and it just being closed off and not being able to use the space.
So all cupboards, storage there. Dishwasher, is that where you are there?
We've got, let me have a look. So this is not. This is just under sink.
That one over there.
But this one next to it.
Keep going.
Is a dishwasher.
There we go. So we've got dishwasher.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of space. I mean, look at all these cupboards.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in this kitchen, and it doesn't feel like, even though you've got your dining table, it's a kitchen diner, it doesn't feel like your old school kitchen diners where everything's on top of each other. There's so much room to walk through here. You could potentially even have a couple of chairs over here. Like there's quite a lot of space still. Like they've put a cabinet here and a piece of art. You could put a TV on that wall if you wanted to. Bit more media, have a few tunes on the background. Yeah,
and is there a door behind that door?
There is a door. What do you think it is?
Wasn't expecting that.
Ah, right, okay, so we don't have a separate utility room, but we do have a utility space. So there's a shelf in here, so you can stack your washer dryer. So it's using the space.
Right. That's really good use of space, actually, isn't it? A little bit of storage around it. There's a fan up there, and then your washer and dryer's out the way, so it's not on display. It doesn't spoil the look of the kitchen.
No, because you've got your other cupboard as well. So if you need storage for shoes and stuff, you've got that in the hall. And then you just got this out of the way, because even just shutting the door off, it's going to reduce the noise heavily.
Yeah.
So you're missing out the couple of cupboards that you might get in a normal utility room. But I did have this type of thing in one of my old houses, and it was brilliant because you could still just shut off the washer dryer and not hear it as much.
Okay, downstairs done.
Yeah,
upstairs.
so let's have a look upstairs. So this one is a 4-bedroomed house. So let's start here this time. So I'm guessing this isn't the main bedroom.
Yeah.
This is styled as a child's bedroom. So you've got a single bed in here. You've got a chest of drawers, but you could easily get a wardrobe.
Just remember, the decorators have literally just left, so
I'm
that one up there. Don't touch anything. I know.
He said, don't touch the windowsill, so I head straight for the window. So I'm not going to stand near the window.
It's not that one because they've got things on it, so we're all right.
Yeah, so this is clearly styled as a children's bedroom, so it is one of the smaller rooms that we're going to say.
Yeah, that said, there's plenty of space in there for a young one.
Yeah.
You could definitely get a wardrobe in here. There isn't one at the minute, but where that is there, you could get a freestanding wardrobe easily.
Yeah, absolutely. There's quite a lot of space over on this side, which won't take off the size of the bedroom either.
Yep.
Next one. Right, I think this one's the main bedroom. This is styled very nicely. I love this dark grey colour on the headboards. We've got a feature headboard in here.
Yep.
Big double bed, bedside tables, another chest of drawers here, so lots of storage. We've got a run of 3 fitted wardrobes here.
Tinted glass as well.
Door. Yeah, tinted glass. It's very grand, isn't it? So much clothes space. And then we've got a nice bay window like downstairs.
Yeah, there's a lot of bay windows that we've seen. That's instead of leaded, that's got that bar effect, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, but it's really nice.
It's Georgian bar.
Yeah, I think it is Georgian bar.
Yeah.
And they run right round, which is nice. Like a half bay, isn't it? So it doesn't run right this way. But these curtains differ from downstairs. So these do run straight across. So it's a good way to kind of look at both and see what you prefer to do, because obviously this will cut the bay window off if you shut them overnight, but it does make the room feel nice and cosy.
It does, yeah.
And then if you turn around, this is the ensuite. So you've got another stat there as well, so this will control the radiators upstairs.
Yep.
And then here's your ensuite. So we've got, as you'd expect, your toilet, sink, towel rails over here, so I can't reach from the shower to get my towel. But you've got a nice walk-in shower, grey tiles. They're grey, don't argue.
Yeah, I agree.
Overhead shower, everything you'd expect, nice and spacious, to be honest. So I suppose the only thing that I would change is having to reach for my towel. But other than that, I think it's a really nice size ensuite.
Yeah, no, it is. Does the job, no questions there.
Yeah, you've got a window as well. So I always like a window in an ensuite or a bathroom, because you just let fresh air in.
Yeah.
You know, if you're letting out steam, I know they have the extractor fans, but I think it's still nice to have a window and just let fresh air in.
Yeah, definitely.
It stops with like condensation and mould and stuff as well. Right, so here we've got our heating source.
Yeah, so that's the cylinder, the water tank basically for the hot water. It's generated from the heat pump.
Yeah, and then over on this side we've got our family bathroom. So we've got, your sink, toilet, and we've got a bath that's overhead. So you've got overhead shower, sorry.
Yeah.
So everything that you need.
Shower and bath combined, yeah.
Yeah, and what colour would you say these tiles are? So we've got a two-tone effect. We've got part tiled, part walls. We've got green. Yeah, are we going green on the walls?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then I think they're like a creamy with a grain in.
Yeah, I agree.
So just to pay attention to the colour schemes, because they have quite a lot of the time gone dark and light, haven't they?
Yeah.
Right, so this is bedroom 3 in our tour.
Yeah.
So again, I think you get a double bed in here.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, definitely get a double
So they've
bed.
got a single bed at the minute.
And a
You'd
wardrobe.
also get a wardrobe, a double wardrobe. So they've styled it more minimalist, haven't they, with the chest of drawers. Again, you've got a lot of light, big windows. You've got 3 windows, and you could get the double wardrobe and the double bed if you wanted to. So again, if it's a growing family and you needed to mix that up, you know you've got the option to do that.
Yep.
I like these colours as well. I love the mustard. What do you think of that?
Yeah, no, it looks great. It's good colour scheme.
I love
Again, it
mustard
flows
and grey.
from out the rest of the rooms. You've got the grey, the navy. Nice colours.
Yeah, so this would go right through from a kid's room right into a teen's room, wouldn't it? Because you could mix it up. And then we have, I think this would be bedroom number 2. It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's
Got
proper
your
double
statement
bed.
headboard again.
Yeah.
Room for a slightly bigger bed. And just in the alcove there, you've got your fitted wardrobes, again with your mirrored doors.
Yeah, very similar to what they are in the other ones with the tinted glass.
Yeah, I think this is the windowsill that's been painted, so
Yeah,
I don't know if I've
stay away from that, yeah.
stepped near to it. I won't go any further. Got loads of room in here, like literally tons of wardrobe space. And they're tucked away in the alcove again, so they're not taking off any of the bedroom. And just behind the door, you've got another little alcove, so if you wanted like a little bit more storage or a cabinet or a table or anything,
Yep.
you could pop that in the corner there.
Okay.
And just to say, this isn't a sponsored post, but I just want to say thank you to Redrow for letting us look around this beautiful home. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can bring you even more tours like this.